Hey, welcome back to the Racing Trend. I'm your host Daniel, and today we are diving into 2025 MotoGP American Grand Prix review. Let's go. So let's start off with the big one, which I think is Marc Marquez crashing out of the main race, having a over 2-second gap to Bagnaia, and throwing away the win. I mean, incredible. Really, that was just incredible. A bit of a shock, but at the same time, I don't know. When I saw the red bike on the floor, I just had this instinct that it was Marc Marquez straight away. I just knew it was gonna be him, and I think that's a big blow for him on a track where I'm sure he expected to win. We all expected him to win, to get 3 out of 3 for the first 3 races, and didn't deliver. Crashed out, got on the just took too much of the curb, got on the wet patch, and off he was. And so that just brings Bagnaia into play, and his now brother is leading the championship by 1 point. But it's crazy how quickly things can change. It's crazy, really. I can't believe it. Bagnaia is just 11 points behind Marc. Again, I think he did really well. Managed the race, a bit shame for Alex. I think, the one time where Marc crashes out this season, he's not second. I mean, he finished second, but was not second behind Marc when he needed to be, because he could have won the race. But missed out on that. Bagnaia got the win, where I think he'll definitely give him some confidence going into Qatar, especially. I think where I expect him to do quite well. This is we'll see how this season plays out, but this could be a big one. I do expect Bagnaia and Alex, of course. I think I definitely expect him to make mistakes. We will see that. But especially on the track where Marc dominates is a big blow for him, and I hope he doesn't regret that come towards the championship, but we will see. But Bagnaia, massive well done, first win of the championship, and off he goes. He hasn't put a foot wrong really this season yet, and even though he's been lagging behind Marc and Alex, he's just been there getting the points that he needed, or the maximum that he was able to get, and he's up there. He's really not far behind. So interesting. We've got an interesting development coming, I think, and we'll see how this is going to play out. Saying that, he was still far behind his teammate Marc. I know this is a track where Marc dominates, but we'll see what happens in Qatar. I think if in Qatar, if Marc wins at Qatar, I think this is going to be a massive blow for Bagnaia, and I think no one's got hope for the rest of the year, really. But Bagnaia can get a win there, maybe the sprint and the main race. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm really excited because it just created some different dynamic to the season where I didn't expect to happen so far yet, or so far in this, especially in Austin, on the track where, of course, we all expected Mark to win. But mistakes happen. They do happen. I'm sure the others will do the same. But yeah, I'm just really intrigued on how this will develop. It's, I think, for me, it's fascinating. I'm excited. Yeah. Alex, yeah, he just, again, leading the championship. I think he'll be really, really happy with that. He's just been coming second. And so, yeah, he's just, not making mistakes. He's up there. And, yeah. Third, we had Didier. I think he did a stellar job. I think you could see he was just really happy with himself. On the podiums, hasn't been on the podiums since, some time ago. I think it's 2023, no? So yeah, I was really happy for Didier for him to get the podium. You could see he was ecstatic, and yeah, he just seems like a really nice guy. And yeah, let's see what he can do for the rest of the season once he, the arm gets better as well. And yeah, I think he'll be up there. I think he'll slowly be getting to the top threes. Yeah, and yeah, well done to Didier. Next one, Morbidelli again. Just good weekend. I think I'm sure he would have preferred to be on the podium, but overall, I think just decent. But next, I'd like to talk about Jack Miller in fifth. Brilliant. I think best Yamaha, of course, best of the rest, regards to not being on Ducati. It's just impressive. I think next Yamaha was in 10th, so that's quite a big gap. Just solid all weekend, just solid. And he looks good on the Yamaha. I think he'll carry on with this type of performances this year. He looks good. I'm happy for him, that he's performing really well, because we haven't seen him do so well on the KTM for the last 2 years. So yeah, I'm happy for Miller. I hope he carries on this trend. We've seen the other two races that flashes of brilliance, really. And I'm sure when we'll see condition worsen, get above rain and things, I'm sure we'll see him really, because he's just magic in those conditions. And credit to him for that, because I think we don't talk about that enough. But yeah, when the grip gets low, he's a brilliant rider. And I'm happy for Miller. I hope he carries on doing well. And yeah, next we have Bezzecchi in 6th. Okay, I guess. I mean, I think we're all just waiting for for Martin to come back to the Prix. I mean, of course, I don't expect him to be quick straight away, because he'll need some time to get used to the bike But yeah, Bez, I think sixth. I think didn't really ask for more, really. I mean, the bike looks. Of course, this was the track where Aprilia won last year. Maybe if Vinales was back on or if he was still on the Aprilia, maybe we would have been able to do something. I don't know. But yeah, Aprilia. Yeah, not quite up there. As of course, I think no one is really with the Ducatis. That's just how it is at the moment. But yeah, sixth, decent job. Next up, Bastianini. I don't know how he finished seventh, honestly, because he kind of looked nowhere, and just seems to, when the tires were out, he's just able to get up there. I don't know. The guy is amazingly used rubber. So credit for him for that, because it just gains, a lot of positions towards the end of the race, and this is what I've seen him time and time again do. So yeah, I hope he starts to, get better on the KTM. I don't want him to be, the back, but yeah, we'll see how he carries on. And but yeah, I think seventh. Best KTM really. Next, we had Luca Marini on the Honda. Best Honda. I mean, of course, we had Zarco crash out. Yeah, I mean, again, Honda in the top 10. I think that's all you could ask for, really, at the moment. I think there should have been two Hondas, really. But yeah, other than that, Marini, solid job. And yeah. Next, we had Ayogura. Again, just a really, really solid job. He's just continuing to get in the top 10s. Not even qualifying great. I remember where he qualified about, I think it's 14, 15, 16, no? But yeah, he just, qualified more in the back, and yeah, just got up to 9th and in the top 10. Again, I'm really, really impressed by I think, what he's done in the first race in Thailand is still the big, talking point. But I'm expecting more of this type of result, or even better, I would say, because I think he's definitely potential there. I honestly see the potential there, and yeah, we'll see how he develops into a kind of rider. But he's doing, I think, a stellar job so far under Aprilia, and yeah, I hope he carries on this way. Really do. Next, we had Quartararo, closing out the top 10. He had a few battles with the Ducati at the start, lost out a bit, and was not able to recover. Yeah, I think he'll be a bit disappointed, because I think he should have been up there with Miller at least. And yeah, finished 10th. Not the best result, let's be honest. Again, the Yamaha just looked so good in testing, and just hasn't delivered it yet. So that is a shame, because I think we all wanted to see, team challenge Ducati, and just Yamaha hasn't been able to do so, really, or any other team, really. So yeah, but I just expected them to be closer, and yeah, it's just not quite there yet. So yeah, it is what it is. Overall, I think we've had the best races so far. I would like to also talk about this whole thing before the start of the race. Where I just find it so impressive. You know, Mark is so on it all the time, so on it. And when you see him running, I just start to laugh. Everyone is just running after him, or with him, should I say, because everyone knew what he was doing. They knew straight away he was running. He was going to get the bike with the dry tires, and so were they the guys that stayed on the grid, or should I say, the guys that left the grid should have got a penalty, because the guy that stayed on the grid, I mean, you know, they made the right decision. Let's be honest. And I know it was a bit unfair. You know, you had Vinales running about and just not knowing what to do. But yeah, it's just so impressive for Mark to just be on it, you know, knowing exactly what he wanted to do. But again, I think the guys that stay in the grid should have. They got a bit screwed up by the race direction, I think, because I think the guys should have got some kind of penalty, you know, and they didn't. So there's absolutely no advantage to be on the grid with the dry tires, because you didn't gain anything. And yeah, it's a shame, because it could have been a completely different race. I think it could have been a completely different race. But yeah, so yeah, I'm not gonna go more into that. I think it is what it is. Happened the way it happened. Yeah, I was quite impressed how quick the track dried out. You know, you could see the riders were struggling for grip coming onto the grid. So yeah, it's just it was interesting. But yeah, I think we've had the best sprint and race so far. Good to see some battles, you know, some, you know, excitement, basically. You know, and yeah, I'm really, really curious how this season will play out, especially with what happened in this race. So yeah, on to Qatar we go, and yeah, let's see what happens there. Yeah, thanks guys for watching. Yeah, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.